Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Arsenal making Bernd Leno available as their due begins three-part transfer plan next year, and then we're going to look at Arsenal hero Ray Parlour urging Mikel Arteta to sign top-class Yves Bissouma. So the first transfer headline states that Arsenal make Bernd Leno available as their due begins three-part transfer plan next year. So the reports are stating that Arsenal are looking to make some sales in the transfer window. Arsenal chief Edu has put in place a three-part transfer plan ahead of next year. It includes selling Bernd Leno as they look to sell off players. Arsenal have made Bernd Leno available for sale in the transfer window after the arrival of Aaron Ramsdale. It is part of a plan put in place to overhaul the squad, with Edu masterminding the idea along with Mikel Arteta. The Gunners spent heavily in the summer as they look to the future, signing a number of young players that can build and grow over the years. They include Martin Odegaard, Nuno Tavares, Ben White, Takahiro Tomiyasu and Aaron Ramsdale, but the latter raised eyebrows the most. After joining from Sheffield United for around £30 million, it appeared that Arsenal broke the bank to sign a backup goalkeeper. But according to Eurosport, the Englishman is in line to become number one, with Leno on his way out. The former Bayer Leverkusen star has been put on the transfer list and also looking actively to sell him off. In 2022, the Gunners are expected to complete their squad overhaul, which began in the summer. Leno, who joined in 2018 from the Bundesliga, who will either be sold in January or at the end of the season, depending on interest. A return to his home country has been mooted after being deemed too old for the North London club. The 29-year-old is one of several facing the chop, with Edu putting in his place for his three-part plan. The Brazilian wants to lower the average age of the squad, improve the homegrown core and snap up the best young talents in Europe. Aaron Ramsdale completes all three checks and has already looked to repay the £30 million fee spent on him with 2 clean sheets in a row. In fact, 3 clean sheets in a row if you consider the West Brom clean sheet as well. But with Arsenal playing Bernd Leno during the Wimbledon game in the Carabao Cup, where Arsenal did comfortably win and there wasn't much for Bernd Leno to do, but there were moments in his passage of play where I thought he did look a little bit sloppy. But in the North London derby against Tottenham, there's a high possibility that the likes of Aaron Ramsdale will be starting. So it looks like Arsenal make Bernd Leno available as Edu begins three-part transfer plan next year, and it all depends on you guys. Should we sell Bernd Leno or should we keep Bernd Leno? In my opinion, I think Bernd Leno is a top-class goalkeeper, but I think he doesn't suit the style that Mikel Arteta wants in his players. Maybe if Bernd Leno was a shot stopper and he was I usually use for his abilities on off the ball, that is something that he's capable of doing. But in terms of him on the ball, he's one of the more shakier goalkeepers, and when the foundation starts from the goalkeeper, when Mikel Arteta's play starts from the goalkeeper, when the goalkeeper struggles, then the passage of play will start. When the foundation is poor, and then how can you build a building? That's how Mikel Arteta's play was at the beginning. But with Bernd Leno coming in, and even under Mikel Arteta, when we were able to win that FA Cup, it was Emiliano Martinez that was in goal, and that was because his ability on the ball was much better than Bernd Leno's. Mikel Arteta realises his mistake after selling Emiliano Martinez instead of Bernd Leno, but now he has an opportunity to sell him. So this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Arsenal hero Ray Parlour urges Mikel Arteta to sign top-class Yves Bissouma. So the reports are stating that Yves Bissouma is being tracked by several Premier League sides, including Arsenal, with Ray Parlour telling his former clubs to buy the Brighton star. Former Arsenal hero Ray Parlour has urged Gunners boss Mikel Arteta to sign Brighton midfielder Yves Bissouma, labelling the Ivorian top class. Yves Bissouma has developed into one of Premier League's most promising midfielders since joining the Seagulls in 2018. The 25-year-old has a long line of suitors, with the Gunners joined by the likes of Liverpool and Manchester United in monitoring him. Having sold Ben White for £50 million to Arsenal, Brighton were able to resist selling Yves Bissouma in the summer window, and he has continued to star under Graham Potter, starting all 5 of their Premier League games so far. He played a pivotal role in the win over Watford, providing the assist for the Neil Maupay goal that sealed the 3 points. Yves Bissouma has played all but 11 minutes of the top flight campaign so far, with Brighton currently an unlikely fourth after winning all but one match. But Yves Bissouma's impressive displays could see clubs once again begin to circle around the Seagulls star midfielder. While they were able to resist the sale last summer, Yves Bissouma will have just a year left on his contract by the time the season ends, and Parley, who won 3 league titles and 4 FA Cups with the Gunners, has told his former side to make Bissouma their top targets. I've said for a long time that Yves Bissouma is a top-class player. Ray Parlour told Talk Sports. I would love to see him at Arsenal. I said that in the transfer window, the one player I like to see is Yves Bissouma. I think he's got everything. He's efficient on the ball. He can put his foot in as well. He can pass. He probably could score a few more goals, I should imagine, but he is not in the position to score goals. He's one that is going to keep everything ticking. Ray Parlour also believes that the sale of Ben White ultimately put paid to any attempts to prize Bissouma away from the Amex Stadium. I'm sure Brighton had to sell one of their players and it was Ben White in the end for £50 million. Parlour added, but I think he's going to be a top star, Yves Bissouma. He's only 24 as well, so he's got lots of time in front of him. While Parlour may be keen to see Yves Bissouma arrive at the Emirates, the player himself has hinted that there would not be a front runner to sign him. My dream is like every player, I want to play in the Champions League, I want to be champions, I want to compare myself on the top level, not just with the other players, he told Brighton's website. So it looks like Arsenal hero Ray Parlour urges Mikel Arteta to sign top-class Yves Bissouma, and I want you guys to leave it in the comments below. Should Arsenal sign Yves Bissouma or should Arsenal not sign Yves Bissouma? For me, Yves Bissouma is a perfect midfielder that Arsenal should sign, and many would ask me why, because we got the likes of Thomas Partey, we got the likes of Sambi Lokonga, and we also have Granit Xhaka, Mohamed Elneny, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, can all play in that midfield. But for me, I would want to see Arsenal sell Granit Xhaka. If it was to Juventus, they seem interested. Any of the Italian clubs that have been interested in Granit Xhaka, it's the time to get a higher fee now. Even 25 to 30 million pounds with Xhaka will be good business. I think it's easier to ship him off and then bring a player like Yves Bissouma as a replacement to Granit Xhaka, since even though we got Sambi Lokonga, he is someone that can operate in the midfield as well. We've seen what Mikel Arteta has done with 3 midfielders now. We saw Maitland-Niles, Lokonga and the likes of Partey all playing in the same team. So if Bissouma can join, he can easily play in that midfield 3 as well. So we will have to wait and see how Arsenal performs at the end of this season. If you want to see more daily videos from Arsenal News TV, make sure you click the subscribe button, hit the like button so I know if you enjoyed the video, and share the video to your Arsenal friends and family. Click one of the videos on the screen and I'll see you there.